Robbie Flower's football family has gathered for one last goodbye at the very place he made his name. In a packed MCG function room, the Demon champion and favourite son was remembered as a hero on and off the field. Clint Stanaway was there.
It was fitting that Robbie Flower should be farewelled at the MCG. Fitting too that so many of the Melbourne faithful should make their way to the ground for him.
The first day he played, that was it. He was my favourite.
Demons old and young, former teammates, opponents and supporters who simply marvelled at his efforts throughout his 272 games. This is much a reflection of his life as it was a celebration of his career.
Look, I'm going to miss him as a partner in the tennis, the golf. He's my date for the Brownlow the last few years.
At just 59, Flower was taken suddenly and far too soon. His family still coming to grips with their loss.
I've lost not only my best mate, my brother and confidant, but I've lost my hero. I've come to understand that he was my hero in life.
It wasn't as if anyone here needed reminding of the gentle nature of Flower or the modesty of the man. But those attributes which endeared him to so many were worth recalling anyway.
He was special, Robbie. The player was obviously special, but the person was even more special. You know, the humbleness, the humility.
Sadly, the Demons have farewelled too many of their favourites in recent years. Jim Stynes, Sean White and now Robbie Flower. Another from that era when success wasn't always forthcoming, but when it did come, it was embraced and respected. The man known as Tulip loved nothing more than pulling on that famous number 2.
Round a member's wing, it's a magical sight when he soars like an eagle in full flight. And wouldn't it be a fantastic thing if they renamed it the Robbie Flower Wing?
There'll be comfort in the lasting memories of those magical moments and perhaps eventually the man himself.
Big ground this, room for a lot of statues, Bern.
He lit up this place, didn't he?
He did.
If we can't have a statue here of Robert Flower, there's something wrong.
It'll take some time before the realisation sets in that one of the game's finest has left us.
I'm pretty emotional. He was a great player. He's a big loss.
And eventually it was time to say goodbye to a great champion, but above all else, to a champion person.
Won't you kiss my kids on Christmas Day? Please, don't let them cry for me.
Clint Stanaway, 9 News.
Now looking ahead to sport, Tony Jones.
Thanks, Pete. Good evening. Well, another day, another Bulldogs bombshell. Now they're making a giant play for the Giants' Tom Boyd.
GWS want Griff, we want Tom. There's an obvious deal to be done there.
Movement elsewhere as a cat becomes a lion. Slam dunked. Anstey gone as United coach after just one game. Those Bathurst boys back behind the wheel already. And the Aussies win an absolute thriller against Pakistan. That's all coming up a little later, Pete.
Right, thanks, Tony. And in the news ahead, too many stops slowing down Melbourne's tram network.